And we're back with Mass Effect Legendary Edition Let's Play. So we are going to be heading towards the Asari consort, talk to her, see what she has to offer, as well as explore this whole Citadel area, and get some side quests, talk to some NPCs, and so on. Okay. Let's go down here. See, second miss is there. Something is there as well. Let me check what's here. Okay, this one just takes you downstairs. Okay, let's talk to Avina here.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan Rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan Rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan Rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
That's a good point, though.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
I wouldn't call it served them right. Because their population grew, they needed to expand to other worlds, but they shouldn't have also attacked other colonies inhabited by other Citadel races. So they could have probably ventured into different planets where it's uninhabited. I don't know.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Damn.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Right. So you're like,
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
you're like Siri, right? Well, you only give the basic information, but not any judgment. All right.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times. 5 different times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Okay.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Ashley's always so pessimistic.
Big place.
Alright, this is supposed to be the concert's place. Neliana?
Welcome. I am Naylina.
Okay.
I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to try out your services. Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
LOL. What the fuck? Oh, man. Are you serious?
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Yeah.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure.
Ooh.
Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I should go.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nalina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Ooh, okay.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Maybe later.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Okay then. Well, that worked out.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Well, I just happened to be here and got called.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Lol.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
What am I doing here?
This place is a little too perfect. Like you're hiding something.
Sure is peaceful here.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Good to know. Okay. So she's Shaira? Oh, what's this? What the hell is this singing?
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
You checking up on me? So...
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Okay.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Hey, that was weird.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Alright, Ashley. So I need to talk to this general at Korra's den. Okay, let me just go ahead. Oh no, not this! I keep pressing the H button instead of the J button. Okay, so I need to talk to the general. The Asari Consort Shaira has asked you to speak to General Septimus. She is concerned that this former client is spreading false accusations and could damage her reputation. Speak to General Septimus. The general is at Korra's den in the lower wards. Ask him to stop spreading rumors about the consort. Okay.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time.
Just...
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
Let's go. That guy seems to be at ease after a bit of talk. Alright. So that's that. Chorus den later. First, the Citadel, then we can go back and do our side missions, I think. Okay. What's this? Nothing here. Something here, maybe? Not... Oh, a shopkeeper. Emporium shopkeeper.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Decadent emporium?
Who are you? This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan.
Delan, okay.
Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Okay, a bit later.
What exactly do you sell? Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it? For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Okay.
Who are you? This one's face name is Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Alright, let me check.
Show me your items. Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Standard items, upgrades. Let me go for upgrades. Okay, so I can get armor plating 2, cryo explosive 2, and first aid interface 2. Microprocessors wired into a combat suit that can monitor vital functions and release small localized doses of Medigel to accelerate the healing process. 1.5 health regeneration per second. How much does it cost me? Does it cost me like... I think I'm good.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Let me see the standard items. Okay, so... Oh my god. This one's a bit more expensive. Okay, so... oh! I get this. Citra Foundation license. Citra Foundation license for the Normandy Quartermaster. I'll get that. Because the more license you get, the more items you'll be able to purchase from the Normandy's Quartermaster. Gonna get that. This one's more expensive. All of them are a lot more expensive. I don't have the money for it. Chameleon 2, Citra Foundation, Omni Tool are multi-purpose diagnosis and manufacturing tools used for a variety of battlefield tasks. Cost me 588. I think I'm good. Let me check. Where are my Omni tools? I don't think. Oh right, you have to be like a tech to use this. So, nah, don't want it. Let's check the codex. Oh boy, lots of new things to read. Let's read the voice from. Let's listen to the voice recordings, I guess. So the council race.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce.
Damn.
This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
So, okay. Knowledge, sex, and then leaders. Got it. Extinct races?
50,000 years. Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since. A species of spacefaring insects, guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
I see. Non-council races?
The Elcor are a Citadel. The Hanar are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have 2 names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical. So instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Okay. Technology, see what's here.
Biotics is a virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
Alright. Now for the secondary, let me see. Non-council race. Okay, so the Krogan Rebellion. After the Rachni War, the quick-breeding Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbors. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space, while the council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. They were always just one more needed. When the council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lucia, Krogan overlord Predak stormed off the Citadel, daring the council to take their worlds back. But the council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari huntresses had been drafted into covert observation force. The Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, the Spectres, opened the war with crippling strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet, sabotaged antimatter refineries, disappeared into blue-white annihilation, headquarters stations shattered into orbit, clogging debris, rammed by pre-placed suicide freighters. Holy shit. This only delayed the inevitable. The war would have been lost if not for the first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krogan threat with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from this council, the Turians advanced rapidly into the lightly defended Krogan rare areas. The Krogan responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. Holy crap. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant, willing to risk his life to protect his comrades. Rather than increasing public war wariness, Krogan tactics stifened Turian resolve, so they got really pissed. The arrival of Turian task force saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets, but it took development of the genophage bioweapon to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterwards. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender or even disappeared into the frontier systems to become pirates. Crazy stuff. Oh wow. Citadel Citadel Conventions. These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake of the Krogan Rebellion as a response to the destruction of the conflict and an attempt to distance the Council from the brutal Krogan warfare. The conventions regulate the use of weapons of mass destruction. A WMD causes environmental alteration of a world. A bomb that produces a large crater is not considered a WMD. A bomb that causes a nuclear winter is. Use of WMD is forbidden on garden worlds like Earth, with ecospheres that can readily support a population. If a habitable world is destroyed, it will not be replaced for millions of years. The conventions do not forbid the use of WMD on hostile worlds or in sealed space station environments. Many military continues to develop and maintain stockpiles. The convention's grade weapon of mass destruction. The conventions graded weapons of mass destruction into tiers of concern. Tier 1 is the greatest threat to galactic peace. Tier 1. Large kinetic impactors such as asteroid drops or deorbiting space stations. Effectively free and available in any system in the form of debris left over from planetary accretion. Kinetic impactors are the weapon of choice for terrorists and third galaxy nation. Tier 2. Uncontrolled self-replicating weapons such as nanotechnology, viral or bacteriological organisms, von Neumann devices, and destructive computer viruses. These weapons can lie dormant for millennia, waiting for a careless visitor to carry them onto another world. Tier 3. Large energy burst weapons such as nuclear or antimatter warhead. Damn, these are tier 3 now. Like in our current world, this would be like tier 1 weapons. Huh. And tier 4. Alien species deliberately introduced to crowd out native forms necessary for the health of an ecosystem. Ecological tempering can take years to bear fruit, making it difficult to prove. What? So alien species deliberately introduced to crowd out native form necessary for the health of ecosystem. So I'm just like, okay, it's probably like another species that's not. They can temper the existing species in some way. I don't know. Alright, Citadel Station, Citadel Security Service, CSEC. Citadel Security is a volunteer police service answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. They also provide pirate suppression, customs enforcement, and search and rescue throughout the Citadel cluster. CSEC has 6 divisions. Enforcement. Uniformed officers who patrol the Citadel and respond to emergencies. Investigation. Detectives who puzzle out the truth behind the crimes and bring perpetrators to justice. Customs. Screens the thousands of passengers and cargo containers that pass through the Citadel's port every day. Network. Deals with cybercrimes like identity and copyright theft, hacking and viral attacks, and illegal artificial intelligence. Special response deals with hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armed criminals. In the unlikely event that attackers board the Citadel, they are also the front line of defense, armed with military-grade equipment. Patrol. Naval arm with ships stationed throughout the Citadel cluster. Unlike the other divisions, they are rarely seen at the Citadel, nor do they stay in one place long. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by a Citadel Council or the ambassador of an associate council race. Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police forces of their nations, but an inexperienced applicant with demonstrable talent will be fairly considered. Okay. CSEC and Spectres are often at odds. Many CSEC members, notably current executor Veneri Palin, believe that allowing Spectre to be above the law is a dangerous practice. The actions of Saren Arterius lend credence to this position. The Spectre, in turn, are aggravated when CSEC's dedication to procedure and due process hampers their investigation. So that makes sense, because I was at the CSEC office and talking to some guy, executive or something, and he was kind of opposed to the whole idea that Spectres are above the law. They should be not like they should be held accountable for all their actions and all whatnot. I see. So, but because like C6 like Law and Order, Spectre's like, nah, I'm gonna go rogue. I'm gonna do things my own way. Okay. Citadel Station, the Presidium Ring. The ring is an enclosed loop of park-like space serving as the connection point for the wards. The interior walls are lined with the embassies of influential species and private residences for the galaxy's elites. The Presidium is full of open-air restaurants, bars, and luxurious meeting areas. Gravity is about 1/3 Earth normal. A holographic sky is projected over the ceiling of the ring. Unlike the 24/7 bustle of the wards, the Presidium maintains a 20-hour day schedule with a 6-hour night. So that's 26 hours, is it? Instead of 24/7? I mean, instead of 24 hours? Huh. Okay. Where lights are dimmed and the sky goes through a night cycle. Offices and residences are often open to the interior. It is not unusual for embassies to have no exterior wall at all. This does not cause a crime problem due to the heavy C-sec presence and ubiquitous monitoring devices on the Presidium. The thieves are quickly identified and apprehended. The ring is a location, well, this is the ring, I guess. The ring is the location of the Citadel's spaceports, being closer to the center of spin. There is less motion for a ship to match, and the reduced mean gravity makes handling cargo easier. Hundreds of ships pass through the Citadel every day, and every species with an embassy is granted a private dock. The tower at the center of the ring holds the administration of the Citadel Council. The tower rises over a kilometer from the ring, appearing to thrust forward parallel to the ward arms. As the tower is at the center of the spin axis, it experiences little centrifugal force. Gravity is maintained using mass relay field at a 90-degree angle to the ring and wards. A consular dock can be found at the base of the tower, while normally used for diplomatic couriers and Spectre businesses. The shuttle docked here can evacuate the consul government in an emergency. Whew, that's a lot of reading. Alright, there's more. One more, I guess. Due to the destructive potential of dreadnoughts, the consul races agreed at the Farixon Naval Conference to fix the ratio of dreadnought construction between themselves. At the top of the pyramid is the peacekeeping Turian fleet. Below the Turian are the other consul races, currently the Asari and Salarians. Consul associate races are at the bottom. The Human System Alliance is part of the last group. The ratio of Turian to Consul to associate dreadnought is 5 to 3 to 1. So the Consul, for every dreadnought humans are permitted to build, the Asari have 3 and the Turians 5. Okay, I see. I'm guessing like the Council favors the Turians as the military hierarchy, the top of the line military forces. Then the Asari, then the humans. So the technology. Did I read this? Biotic let's go through this. Biotics manipulate massive fields using dozens of elements that are not. Okay, I read that. Yeah. So, what is this? Credits or creds? The standard credit was established by the Citadel's Unified Banking Act as the currency of interstellar trade. The credit has a managed floating exchange rate calculated in real time by the central bank to maintain the average value of all participating currencies. Some regional currencies are worth more than a credit and some less. Hard currencies can be stolen or counterfeited, so electronic fund transfers are the norm. More importantly, physical transactions cannot be easily tracked, making them ideal for tax evasion or the purchase of illegal goods. When the Alliance joined the Citadel, its various nation treasuries were linked into the credit network. A human with a bank account of Mexican pesos, Japanese yen, or Indian rupees can purchase any item priced in credits as fair market value. All economies that participate in the credit network are required to price items in both local currency and credits. I see. So the credit system is the universal way of purchasing any items in the Citadel. Okay. Sounds good. So no hassle for any kind of currency deviation or fluctuation, kind of. Let's talk to this guy, Barla Von.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Von. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Okay, personal question?
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
And a lot of politics, huh?
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
Oh.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Okay.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Oh wait, there's two ways I can go. This way or... Man, look at this place. So beautiful. And that's the artificial sky that the Codex is talking about. 20 hours of day and 6 hours of night. I'm seeing the volumetric lighting looks cool, right? Like this permeates through the sky, the fake sky, and just like through Shepard. Yeah, it looks quite cool. The greeneries, like in the foliage, they look better as well. The textures, the texture of the leaf as they're moving around, they look good. A lot more detailed than the original game. And look at this thing. Massive. And there's more levels up above, Nothing here. Nothing there as well. Directions to the embassies and CSEC. This is to the Citadel Tower. I think I'll go to the Citadel Tower now. Can I go down here though? To the wards. Okay, I cannot go to the wards now. I'll be able to go there later. But just remember that if I go down there, that's gonna be the elevator to the ward. What? Ooh, this is a mass relay. A statue of a mass relay here.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okay, lol.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Oh boy.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Okay.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Holy crap, okay.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
Ah, okay. The Keepers.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
There's a lot of information. Well, the Keepers seem a bit mysterious here, but like they're kind of, as this Avina says, that essential to operate in this whole Citadel Council space. I don't know where they come from. Let me check the codexes. Maybe they're not giving some more insight. They're non-council race.
The Elcor
There.
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs, biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
Huh. Okay. Mysterious, but kind of like essential to keeping all of the activities of the Citadel in check. And technology.
Biotics is the mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
Okay. Like the Rachni, they opened up the mass relay and they found on Rachni there, so you don't want that to happen. Okay. And something here, Citadel and Council Government. The wards, okay. The majority of the Citadel's population lives in the wards, the 5 massive arms of the station that houses the residential and commercial district. Many galactic races have established cultural enclaves here. Population density and cost of living are extremely high, akin to Earth cities such as Hong Kong and Singapore. Oh, okay. The wards are open-topped, with skyscrapers raising from the superstructures. So these are the 5 ones. Towers are sealed against vacuum, as the breathable atmosphere envelope is only maintained to a height of about 7 meters. Okay. The atmosphere is contained by the centrifugal force of rotation and a membrane of dense, colorless sulfur hexafluoride gas. held in place by carefully managed Mass Effect field. The view from the wards is spectacular. In the background, stars, Serpent Nebula, and the nearby blue giant called the Widow moves across the sky as the station rotates to stabilize itself. In the foreground, the lights of buildings and vehicles on the opposing ward arm perpetually shine. The Citadel has no real day or night, but the station keeps to standard galactic time for political functions. Businesses rarely close, and residents acclimate to sleep, work according to personal need rather than a day-night cycle. Additions and modifications are constantly being constructed, though they must stay within certain specification that will not compromise the operation of the station. Occasionally, the keepers will descend on an area of the wards and move or change the architecture without explanation. Residents have learned to live with these inexplicable intrusions. Okay. Alright. There is the infamous elevator to the Citadel Council, Citadel Tower, which we will explore in the next episode. I will conclude the part here, and I'll see you in the next one, and we'll see what the Citadel has to say about the whole situation in Eden Prime. Alright, stay tuned for that. I'll see you in a bit.